I'm trying to work on this while trying to work out here to build the future of the company. So I need to work on the business instead of in the business, like they say. But that's what I'm doing right now with you guys. Is I'm doing that. But then what happens? Like right now, when I get done talking to you, what do I have to do?
You're gonna be back inside us, sir.
It's exactly. I'm gonna come right back in here and I'm gonna become a part of this thing here. You know what I mean? And I can do it. I'm willing. I'm doing it anyway. That's what I do. But what I need you guys to understand is the more that I can work out here. If you guys understand that the more that I can work out here, that's how I'm able to. I don't have a problem closing deals. I close $250,000 deals like nothing. I mean, I can close these deals. What I have a problem with is having to come back in and fix these things.
We come through in the clutch, leaving all these haters crushed. Take a look in the mirror, only competition's us. We stay humble and we hustle hard. Wanna go against us, here's a running star. Man, I ain't new to this, I'm true to this. You ain't got a clue to this. Corporate America looking like what we gonna do with this. Man, y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Side out, but we ain't through stunting. See, we can do what we wanna, influence what we wanna. We're some innovators, baby, shoot a movie if you wanna.
I guess I have a unique perspective on where Clutch is, where Clutch has been and where Clutch is going, because I initially came in as a client myself, and in some small way I still am. So I get to see things from both perspectives. But the most interesting thing for me about being part of the Clutch team and being exposed to what Clutch does is seeing the growth and kind of seeing the progression that this company has gone through as a business, not only in growing its people and growing its client base and growing its revenue, but in growing its culture and kind of growing, how we do things and how we pride ourselves in doing things. So I look back at what's now about 10 months and am kind of blown away as I sit here real briefly thinking about what's gone on in those 10 months. It's a lot. It seems like it should be 3 or 4 years worth of work, and we've crammed it all into a short amount of time, and we've fallen forward a lot of different times. That's not to say that all 10 months that I've been around have been perfect and easy. Yeah, we're growing. Yeah, we're making progress to get where we want to be, but we've learned a lot along the way. And so I think that correlates to Carlos as well as a CEO. I think a lot of times you think the CEO has all the answers, and they do a good job of putting on a front that looks like they do. But not only are we learning, I think Carlos is learning as well. And one of the things we're really figuring out now as a business that's trying to scale, regionally and nationally, is your CEO can't be in the mix of every single meeting, of every single email, of every single phone call. And there's growing pains that go with that. He's the reason this company is where it is, his work ethic, his vision, his drive. And so we have to keep that kind of vision ingrained in what we do, but we have to allow him to step out so that he can scale the business. I think oftentimes, Clutch Studio is synonymous with Carlos, and that's true. And his vision, his heart will continue to be in this as much as possible, even if that means he's not around all the time. So we sit around these days and talk about, how do we better serve the people we're working for right now, and how do we go get people that we want to work with 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, not only in Wichita, not only in Kansas City and in Omaha and in Oklahoma City, but all over the country. We have big visions, big dreams, and for us to get there, we know we have to continue to bring value to everybody we work with, no matter how big or how small. And we have to continue to have that initial spark that Carlos kind of put into this business and into this brand, or else we become just like everybody else. So that's a really long-winded answer to how is Clutch growing, how is Clutch scaling. But I think as I sit here and reflect on 10 months, it's been pretty amazing to see it go from a guy grinding away in a dark room on dual monitor computers to a guy that's built over $1 million business with employees regionally, locally, and even across the world, and supporting, not only the families in here, but 13 families of everybody who works for Clutch. So it's been amazing to see, again, from both my perspectives as someone involved in the day-to-day, but someone involved as a client as well. And I have high hopes for the future of everybody involved with Clutch Studio. Clutch Studio, we out.
Why, but my energy kinda seems different. I don't sleep no more, so now I even dream different. Sometimes I even feel I'm on a page my team isn't. That's why every meal I gotta have a drink with it. Is there a message in the bottle? Boy, I'm looking for it. Seems like every problem in the world, they looking for it. Something on social media, they tryna look important. Shout out to anybody who done ever took it for me. I know it all seems simple when them highlights come on, but y'all don't see the work put in, so my lights come on. It seems crazy in this world, even when I'm right, I'm wrong. Hand me 1,000 pins, they won't let me right my wrongs. I guess I'm supposed to let the punches roll. Thomas, don't forget the beat roll. Los, don't forget the G code. We wasn't supposed to make it, we know. I'm always on my grind, survival on my mind. I told y'all I know when nothing feels like I wasn't lying. Whole world on my shoulders, dog, and I ain't crying. It don't matter what you throw at me, I ain't dying. I'm always on my grind, survival on my mind. I told y'all I know when nothing feels like I wasn't lying. Whole world on my shoulders, dog, and I ain't crying. It don't matter what you throw at me, I ain't dying. I'ma be around till God come get me. I don't fear no man, I am making history. I am doing what I'm supposed to do. Seriously, if you honest with yourself, then what you fear is me. I am not worthy of all your fears, just like y'all are not worthy of all my tears. I done busted my ass, all this just to come in last. I got deadlines to meet while time be going by so fast. How come it don't never crash? What's the speed limit? That thing would go up in flames if it had meat in it. That's just my luck and it sucks, seem like nothing going right. Keep a smile on my face like, man, they can't know my life. Sometimes when I come home, I just wanna hold my wife. Pay the cost to be the boss, but for real, y'all don't know my price. Y'all just think this shit real sweet, don't you? Well, go ahead and bite the apple, why won't you? I'm always on my grind, survival on my mind. I told y'all I know when nothing feels like I wasn't lying. Whole world on my shoulders, dog, and I ain't crying. It don't matter what you throw at me, I ain't dying. I'm always on my grind, survival on my mind. I told y'all I know when nothing feels like I wasn't lying. Whole world on my shoulders, dog, and I ain't crying. It don't matter what you throw at me, I ain't dying.
So we're out here, another hard week. Just thought we'd take a little bit of a relaxation detour and enjoy the weather.
Let me show you how to do this, son. I put my heart and my soul in this, is 2 in 1. A lot of people out there faking, know where you can't run. Clutch studs in the building, if we could do it bad, you could do it too, I'm done.